Welcome back to another Good Labs video. In today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about impact and how to get to the proper position, because impact is one of those things, if you look on the tour, very similar with all the players.
Yeah, pretty much every single player on tour has a very similar impact position. Obviously it varies a little bit, but they all have a couple things in common that we're going to go over today. We're going to dissect the impact position, where you guys need to be in order to hit consistent golf shots.
Right, and last week we talked about the downswing, so there might be a couple things here that may overlap kind of. This is a detailed video on where to be right before hitting the ball and while you're hitting it. So let's get into this.
Let's get it.
Alright guys, so starting off, we're gonna get into the correct impact position. Garrett's gonna show what it looks like, I'll show what it looks like. Lower body more open, there. That's the feeling, guys. Keeping these shoulders back and this right arm a little bit lower. That's the impact position you want to be getting in. This is what it should look like, guys. The upper body is a little bit more squared to your target here at impact, but the lower body has cleared. So it's more like this look. And the right arm is a little bit lower than your left. We don't want this at impact. We want those hips cleared, right arm lower, right here. Get to this position, guys, right here. Lower body cleared, weight left, right arm a little bit lower. And then from here, go ahead and hit a couple. And what you're trying to do when you hit that is get back to that position you started at. That's a great drill. Get to impact here, then hit a couple. It's one of my favorite drills for people starting out, so they learn how to use their lower body. Let's dive right into some checkpoints you guys want to make sure you're doing at impact. So, first checkpoint here. At impact, we want to make sure that lower body is completely cleared right here. So your hips have moved to a cleared position here. Checkpoint number 2 is the weight at impact is on your left side, right here, moving into your left side. We're not like this, guys. Hit back here, we're gonna hit behind it if our weight's moving back. Our weight's into our left side, hips are cleared. Lastly, I wanna make sure that your right arm here is a little bit lower than your left. So we don't want it like this. This is what causes the out to in slice. We want that right arm to be a little bit lower than your left at impact and slightly bent, right here. That's about what it should look like, guys. You guys may notice right away that a couple of those checkpoints right there overlap with the downswing that was in the previous video, but those are the correct things we're working on, guys. There's a lot of similarities throughout the whole golf swing with the downswing and impact, but we're trying to get into those positions that we just put up. So let's watch a couple of Garrett's shots here and see if he gets to those positions, if you guys can pick up on that.
Let's go through the checkpoints.
Hips cleared, weight left, and your right arm is slightly lower here than your left. That's the feeling. Now go back to normal. Now go ahead and hit it. I think we can both agree, Garrett, that we don't necessarily use our lower body as much as we would like.
Right. Oh, I see. My thing that I've always struggled with, just growing up in the game of golf, playing throughout the years, is when I get to impact, and this is ever since junior golf, it's gotten a little better through the years, but when I get to impact, my hips are there, and then they stall for a second, and then they go through.
Right.
And that's my biggest problem, is I need to really feel like if I'm hitting good golf shots and playing well, it's because I'm feeling as if I'm really rotating through the ball and not flipping my hand.
Right.
That's such a huge thing for me.
Exactly. What he just said, the word rotation, that's going to be a big one. We will dive into that down the road, guys, but it should be natural. If you get to the correct impact position, you should keep rotating through the ball. It should happen in a clean movement.
A little off the heel, but
not bad. That was really bad.
It was straight. Felt like I rotated a little more through the ball, got my hips clear, weight forward.
Bonus little checkpoint here, guys. We talked about the 3 previous ones. The last checkpoint is make sure your hands are slightly ahead at impact here when you're doing this. We don't want to be back here at impact. We want a little bit of forward shaft lean here. So when we're coming through, we're hitting those low piercing iron shots. We're not hitting them high and floaty.
That is one thing to really take note, is this will help you compress the ball a little more. And one thing that a lot of people make the mistake on is like scooping at it and trying to help the ball up. There's loft on the club face for a good reason. Just use the loft, let the club do the work, hit down and through, and allow the loft to get the ball in the air instead of feeling like you're helping it up.
Exactly. That's a misconception in golf, guys. You actually have to hit down to make the ball go up. People want to try and lift the ball up into the air, and that's where you get this chicken wing. They try and lift it like this. Instead, hit down and be confident, hit down into that turf, take a divot, and you'll watch the ball go up into the air.
And obviously right now, I'm not using a great club to show this example. I'll hit a 7-iron here, because with the hybrid, you're obviously not hitting as down on the ball.
Obviously, you guys saw Garrett hitting a hybrid to start out this video, but a hybrid versus like a pitching wedge, there's a little bit of a difference because we're not hitting down as much with the hybrid as we would be with a pitching wedge. A pitching wedge, we're gonna take a bigger divot, gonna hit down more. A hybrid like that, you're gonna slightly hit up on it a little bit, but the impact position is one thing that should remain the same. All right guys, to end off this video, I'm gonna show Garrett my favorite drill to get in the correct impact position. We're gonna see if he can do it. My dad used to do this drill with me when I was first starting out to feel what it is like to be at impact. So here we go. Put me into the impact position here, weight left, hands ahead, right there. That's the feeling at impact. There. Now, from here, you gotta make your normal swing and hit it. Now try and hit the ball.
Just take his back
Right,
swing?
take a backswing and hit it. Do it again.
I'll do it one more time. That feels weird, but I definitely know. That'll get you in the right positions, that's for
Go
sure.
to impact. More like this with your lower body, more lateral, like there. And now keep this back, there. That's the feeling. Right arm is lower here, that's impact. Now go ahead and hit the ball. There. That's it, right there. That is one of my favorite drills, because now
I like that.
he got to that impact position, so in his mind, the goal is to return to where you started. So if he starts here like this, now he wants to make his swing and return to that position.
I like
It's
that.
a really good drill.
That was actually great.
When you're doing that drill though, it's very easy to start coming over the top, so it'll teach you to try and get to the inside. We're gonna wrap up this video. The 4 checkpoints. First one, weight is going to be left at impact, weight slightly left. Second one, the hips are going to be cleared, opened up at impact. The third is the right elbow is gonna be a little bit bent and lower than your left, so like this. And our bonus tip that we added was, we wanna see a little bit of forward shaft lean. So naturally those hands should be slightly ahead.
Right, absolutely, and that'll help you compress the ball with all those tips. And like Grant said, it varies on what club you have in the bag, and obviously with driver, we actually want to hit up at it, so it's gonna be a little different. You're not gonna be hitting as down on it, but that also correlates directly with another video that we are about to upload called ball position.
Yes.
Coming soon. Ball position will help with each and every club. Obviously you got to move it forward and backward in the stance. We're going to be talking about that in a future video, so stay tuned for that.
I want to make it clear, guys, you're going to see there's always going to be a lot of instructional videos out there on YouTube. There's going to be a lot of different opinions on how the lower body, how impact should be on Instagram and stuff, but we're trying to keep this very basic and fundamental, so you guys don't really aren't trying to do any crazy movements to get into an impact position. We just want to show you what a good impact position looks like, and hopefully you can repeat it.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this last video. Stay tuned for more content. Like I said, ball position coming soon. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, peace out.
Peace.